seen anything like it, Blue. Is my species evolving?
On my way. Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage? I'll take that. Something good here, I hope. Let's get going. I've got a long road ahead. What to do? Smoke. Something's burning.
Teachers care when we would be reckless. Teachers certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken. promise my shield and my sword, Vigilant One. Let them be my courage.
The tracks converge here. 2, maybe 3 drow. At least one of ours. From here they went... Damn! It's all so confused. What does it look like? I'm trying to sort out what happened here. But I can't piece together much thanks to the fire. By all means. Doubt you'll have much luck, though. Most of the tracks were destroyed by the flames.
You notice the telltale clumsiness of goblins, alongside something more light-footed. Drow. Your gaze follows the drow footprints around the courtyard and south, out of the inn.
Spot anything? That's something. But they could have gone south and then down towards the Underdark. We still have no idea where they took what they came for. Be easier if you weren't bothering me. You're in my way. Get moving.
Gods, look what they did to him. That could have been me. Barely. He was a new recruit, but he was a flaming fist. That made us better than brothers. Those who speak of the Zent end up unable to speak. My advice, shut up.
The law of the land.
No traps, please. Can't give up now. Here goes nothing. Moving in. With a flick of the wrist. Always room for more. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Originally, Shadowdale. Lately, the fanciest inns of Waterdeep. Meet Elminster Ormar. A good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you would begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Oh, for the love of...
Well, this way then? To your camp? Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling. A wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Arthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mystra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mystra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. The very purpose of my presence. In a roundabout sort of way. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help. Or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend. But such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Maenahastra mistraril Italior thras annas It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
On my honor, I'm not sure yet I can say the same.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
Hey, how you doing?
The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms. Perhaps in existence. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
I'm doing alright. I'm just a little bit tired because I had work this morning. And by this morning I mean like I started at 2:30. So, yeah. I'm a little bit tired, but it's all good. Oh, it sounds like your brother is demonstrating his intelligence yet again.
Of course. We offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
Yeah, she'd probably like that. You said you want to pet my gnome. I think she'd probably like that. You would definitely know if she didn't.
Possibly the most spectacular one ever conceived. But essentially, yes, I'm living on borrowed time, in more ways than one. Perhaps this is how it must be. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating. Then I suppose there is nothing more to be done but find the heart of the Absolute and stop its beating.
No time to rest?
That should be interesting.
There's something I need to say. Something important. Can you spare a moment? First a parasite prods at our heads, then the shadows close in. More than ever, we need each other's trust. And I fear I've been less than honest. You're incredibly kind, but you earned the right to hear this long ago. The man I call father is Baldur Ravengard, a Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate.
Grand Duke Ravengard, one of Baldur's Gate's most influential and beloved figures. Every Baldurian knows his name.
I should have said sooner, but our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. You heard right. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it. My lips are quite literally sealed. The inevitable consequence of inseparable events. You still deserve to know.
Quake 2 coming to PS5.
There is
Nice.
more to me than infernal power and pacts. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, the memory of a memory, a man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
I know the PC version got an RTX upgrade, and that was actually free as long as you own the game. And I think it was like $5 on Good Old Games or something like that for me. $10 ain't bad. Over $10, that's fine. Nice. Still have your disc from the original.
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with Father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
They got the original game for $20, and the re-release, the remaster or whatever it is, that coming to PS5 is $10. That's cool. Here Rockstar's trying to say $50 is something that makes sense price-wise for a remaster of an older game. And knowing them, it's probably going to be like the GTA trilogy, where it's not a very good one.
It's been a badger's age since I've twinkled my toes. A drunk ogre could put on a better show.
I wouldn't be surprised if they added ray tracing to the port.
Tempting. Give it some time. Develop a bond, and maybe I'll show you a move or two.
I'm sure they gave it at least some kind of graphical update so that it will at least look decent on modern hardware.
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
Okay, so you get 2 games for $10, that's nice.
I'm more than a bit wary, I admit. Still, I'm the Frontier's avowed protector. New dangers require new skills to vanquish them. If the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the Sword Coast's blessing. I will consume what I must to make it so.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad?
It doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope. Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mistra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do? Fuck me. There's devotion and then there's stupidity. If the god of magic can't handle this without sacrificing Gale, she's no god at all. Poor Gale. He must be in bits after hearing that. I'll distract him. Tell him I haven't read a book since secondary school. Watch his face melt off.
I can't believe Mistra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
You mean like file size?
Fine. What's on your mind?
Okay, lengthwise I got about 50 hours out of it myself. But I did not do everything.
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common. Considering all we've been through, I think I was
And
very
you could
lucky to
also
find
probably
such
get through it faster
favourable
than that.
company. And attractive company too, no less.
I'd say probably at least 20 or 30 hours.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
How much is it on sale?
I won't pretend that I don't know what you mean. Ever since we entered the Shadow Curse, I felt like something's calling to me. Some purpose that I need to find. Give me some time. If I can figure out whatever it is that I need to do, well, then there should be more time for us.
Good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
$64, I think I paid like $60 for it when I bought it. But I just bought the standard edition. So I'm guessing that's something like 10% off or something like that. What? Okay, cool. I have 20% off on Humble Bundle all the time. %off is pretty decent.
Directly.
Let's move. I want to have a word.
The Shadow Curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But, with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands. This land is more than just soil and rock, root and leaf. It is a living being, in the form of a young fey boy, with the forest itself in his eyes. His name is Thaniel. I've met him in my meditations, but since the curse was unleashed, I have not felt his presence. He is its prisoner, I fear. And as long as he remains so, his domain will lie in darkness. But if we can find him, we can break the curse. If you learn anything of the Shadowfell, or of a boy with the forest in his eyes, find me at once. I can't be exact, unfortunately. Time and the Shadow Curse won't have been kind to any traces that would have been left behind. A living witness is unlikely, I'll admit. But perhaps there'll be an unliving witness, or some lingering echo of what we seek. Don't worry. If you find something, you will know it. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
I know that's supposed to change some things up, and it's supposed to be a pretty substantial DLC, so hopefully it's worth it.
It's not easy, seeing the ravages of the Shadow Curse. But your camp is a most welcome solace. You've shared your fire with me, your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness. But one I couldn't do without. Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty much doubling the file size of the game. And also on PC, it changes the system requirements to require an SSD.
You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you? Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude.
And this game is 125 gigs, so...
Yes, I think you do. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creations.
I think that's what the base game of Cyberpunk was close to about 80, 85 gigs. I don't remember offhand, but I think it was something like 80 gigs.
Very well.
Playtime's over, pet. Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting them out.
That's very suspicious, because that's something I actually would want to do, mind helping a devil.
Well, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's see about getting her priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
You recall an old incantation from a children's story, said to void a devil's contract. Abi diabole et nunquam redi.
seen such a fearless display of sheer idiocy. Bravo! Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do you mind the shadows? They've been especially hungry.
Yeah, now everyone.
This dark land must be filled with the broken, the beaten, the desperate. The perfect preying ground for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere. I think he'll stay the perfect gentleman, as long as we read the fine print. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for. You will help me find him, won't you? All in due time, but not now. I'm sure he'll turn up at one point or another.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole. Not just rot. I'd have to fight. One of those mindless blobs clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it. But I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Mazora scheming, plotting. She won't let me go without making a fuss. Trust me on that.
Gods damn it! Why did it have to be Mazora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
Oh, I'm sure it's worse.
I want to believe that as much as you do. Almost as much as Will does. But I just know there will be more to the story. There always is. It's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You'd never win. Not ever.
I was hoping you'd come to chat. What do you need? Fine. What's on your mind?
Let's see what this does.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove. Not everyone would have helped.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
The voice of the Absolute. Stronger this time.
Beneath the resilient veneer, a touch of fragility. She needs comfort.
It's been a very long time since someone did that. For me. A woman by the name of Berlin. We were close. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through.
Open up. I don't know what I expected, but damn, this place is cursed.
Better be careful around here.
I've never seen darkness like this before. It's unsettling.
Only way to moonrise, unfortunately.
Breathe deep and move. My energy's draining. The darkness is taking its toll.
We need something, me too. So cold. I should speak up. Better be cautious.
Hey ho.
There is work to do.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Still alive, so that's progress.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. You're resourceful. You'll find a way. Don't give me that look. It's a good thing that I'm resistant to the shadows. This way I can help you. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars. Perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Never wanted the easy path. What's in here? shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Something's off. Pure shadow. Around me. Inside me. Anything of use? All right. What now? Seems simple enough.
These are Sharan weapons. I would recognize the Night Singer's blades anywhere.
Gotta explore this area, see what's up.
What's inside? What's hiding here? Is that blood? No, never mind. Let's see.
I warn you, I'm exceptionally well armed.
North, Rosy Morn Monastery. West, Moonrise Towers.
A friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
Oh, does that have crossplay?
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki. They have the audacity to call that hole a creche, as if it weren't actually a murderous training camp. Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient. What? No, of course not. I was merely... Well... Look, it's just an egg. The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition. The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. Hogwash, of course. A Githyanki can no more rise above its nature than gnomes can fly.
Oh, my gnome can fly if somebody tosses her.
I beg your pardon? Look, I just need someone to fetch me a gith egg. Can you do that? You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
Oh, you wonder... Hold on. It looks different to what I expected. Are you sure that's a gith egg? What the Society doesn't know won't hurt it. And we're left handsomely legacied either way. I rather like this plan. You have yourself an accord. Here's your payment. I'd hope it's enough to warrant your discretion, too.
Very well.
Thank you so much. Do be sure to pop into the lodge should you ever visit Baldur's Gate.
That's not gonna work. Damn, completely stuck. I wonder when it was used last.
Nope. Must have been out of use for a long old time.
No one's stopped me yet. These boots have seen everything. More for me?
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
The air is ripe with magic.
No one back home will ever believe this. moving ahead.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Yeah, it's just a normal jump. It's not that difficult.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. One day I'll catch a break.
Best avoid that trap.
Let's have a look.
I'll be right back.
Don't mind if I do. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
North, Rosy Morn Monastery.
Yeah, she is. Nice. Now 45 is a lot less than 70.
What's cooking?
My faith protects me. Attacking's the best defense.
That was not an ideal location. No idea.
lovers of magic. Better watch where I cast.
Have to keep going.
God, it's hot in here.
Death is but a word away.
Looks like using magic around these things is more trouble than it's worth.
First step is the hardest.
This is gonna feel good. Open up.
What fools these mortals be. Don't get too close.
Press ahead. Right tool will do the trick. Anything of use? Here we go.
No time to dally. Have to keep pushing.
Something over there.
Hello there. Pretty.
The eagle seems satisfied, but keeps a watchful eye on you.
I ought to speak.
The bird eyes you with suspicion, but doesn't attack.
Never a dull moment. I'll give it a shot. What path lies before me?
Looks to be a powerful weapon. I wonder if it was used on the Githyanki nearby.
know where I'm supposed to go eventually.
What's inside?
Also voted the next time. I don't know how you did.
What's in here?
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki. They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
First in my heart.
I've never seen such a concentration of shadow magic. We must forge on, but carefully. It will corrupt any who lack the power to control it. Very hard thing to predict. We've already witnessed the myriad forms its corruption has inflicted on this land and its inhabitants. I think a quick death is the best one could hope for. It is the very antithesis of all the Weave stands for. A magic of confusion and corruption, drawn forth only by those desperate or damned enough to accept its degradations. Followers of Mystra, those who call on the true Weave, are expressly forbidden to indulge it. Mystra's domain is the weave and the magic that courses through it. These shadows were drawn from another source, created by another goddess, Shah. Mystra cannot destroy it even if she wishes to, but she can try to ensure her followers resist its temptations. Now, I think it's time we moved on to lighter subjects, for we too are lost to the darkness. Was there anything else? No doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have, and only I can wield it. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, The entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. Loving them has its side effects as well. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history. She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me.
Broken moon lantern catches your eye, its glow now snuffed out.
This place. There's a power in these shadows. I can sense it. It's ancient. Familiar.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared considering all we've been through. I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company. And attractive company too, no less.
I sought to reach a Githyanki creche and be rid of these tadpoles. Now we stalk forgotten lands haunted by darkness. Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse.
You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. No, that's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. You might be right. The Githyanki have long studied Geich and used what we've learned. The Zaithisk itself was devised from such knowledge. The tadpole is perhaps not just a curse, but a weapon I can twist and mold to my advantage. Very well. I will swallow my disgust and avail myself of the parasite's powers.
At the ready.
Sounds good.
Best be on my way. Open up.
This place is heavy.
That's not that bad. Not my favorite
Had a
place.
bag
That's
of
not that
holding.
bad. That's understandable. Glad people get credit in their tax. A lot of people get crabby when they're tired.
Better not be cursed.
Eyes open. Watch the shadows. Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there? I saw a simple monk break a fella's spine once. Hands where I can see 'em. Jonas, move in!
Jonas! Jonas!
I'm here! Where are you?
Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Jonas?
Still in the Underdark. This is the Shadow Cursed area by the moon tower that I'm supposed to be going to for the main mission.
Don't let it get hold of you! Harpers, now!
Good idea.
Yeah, it is a pretty fun game. I definitely enjoyed it.
Heating up. Covered. Hey, the light seems to protect against the shadows.
Talk to me.
shot.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Smell blood.
Other things on my mind, thanks.
Can't give up. Not now. Seems like the best way. These boots have seen everything.
Gone with the weave. Indeed.
Yeah, Monk's kind of badass, I'm not gonna lie.
Over there.
Need to find a way forward.
I don't fancy their chances. Outflank, outsmart.
Up! Find a route.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and die.
He had dreams of boarding a ship in Baldur's Gate and seeing the world. But then the darkness came. He had dreams of boarding a ship in Baldur's Gate and seeing the world. But then the darkness came. You sense a young woman gazing at moonrise towers in awe. Perhaps one day she will get to gaze out from atop it, she hopes. You see a man stalking slowly through the woods, bow half drawn. If he bags a deer, the whole family will be kept fed all winter.
Don't waste a step. Might be useful. Time to get going.
Yeah, she and Karlach were kind of the MVPs of that fight.
No traps, please.
Yeah, I thought that looked like rot.
Something good here, I hope.
Corpse is taken by the shadow. Best avoided.
Yep. I touched something I shouldn't have.
Let you recite their demise.
Oh, well, I found out what would happen. I definitely found out what would happen. That's all good, it happens. I said I wanted to see what would happen.
Dark Lady's shield.
Yeah.
I can feel her.
Light seems to protect against the shadows.
Have to keep going.
Stay together. Stop! Who's there? I saw a simple monk break a fence. Jonas! Move!
Jonas! Jonas!
Jonas! Follow my voice!
Jonas!
Harpers! To arms!
Here goes nothing.
back to King 5.
Moving. Very well.
Roll in my favor.
Need to act fast. Swift as my feet can carry me.
thought. You've got some chops. More will be here soon. We need to go. There's a place nearby. Keep close. Avoid the shadows.
What's hiding here?
That helped.
Alrighty, I think I'm actually going to end it here today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.